Hello, everyone. First of all, these days you cannot really begin anything. You should not begin anything without really mentioning about coronavirus. These are testing times for all of us, and I think staying at home and being with your family is probably the best and the smartest way to neutralize this outbreak. And I'm no different. I'm also staying with my family, working from home these days. So that being said, I would like to take this opportunity to talk about my first book, Equations of Being, which was launched on 8th of March. And I would also like to talk about my journey as a writer so far, and how Wolf Books, the publisher of Equations of Being, how they have transformed the writer in me into an author. I think which is something they are striving towards as well, and in my case, they have successfully achieved as well, I would say. I was a very, very again a very shy and a very introvertish kid back then, and writing wasn't really the centerpiece of my existence. And as far as I remember, playing cricket and I had a keyboard when I was a kid, and I used to imitate musical tunes on that. So I think these two were the outlets to express myself, and writing wasn't really the thing in those days. It was only when I entered my college life and met so many eccentric people, eccentric personalities. My dear friends who sort of introduced me to literature as well as cinema of a different kind, which I never got exposed to earlier. So in particular, I would like to talk about Kafka, the works of Kafka, who really influenced me back then, and still continues to sort of inspire me. And the kind of work he the kind of writing he had, I mean, his expressions were desperate in nature, courageous in nature, vulnerable in nature. So it was a so I think his writing was very multidimensional in nature, and that was something which sort of struck a chord in me. And apart from that, I think there was this movie I saw, Schindler's List, which again is again a very a very popular film. It's a legendary movie. That movie, I think, changed my life, I think, more than anything else. I mean, the moment I finished watching it, I think it sort of it moved me so much as a person. And I just I realized how that life can actually transform you as a person. It can, a simple moment, an event can transform you as a person. You just need to be open to it. You need to just loosen yourself a bit, and life can transform you in all sorts of ways. So I think that and I think that movie brought me closer to humanity more than anything else. And I just I remember that when I saw that film, I just wrote my first piece out of nowhere. I just wrote my first piece. It was titled Sunny Nights and Starry Days. That was the title of the piece I wrote. And since then, my whole journey as a writer is has been to get close to humanity as much as possible. And and gradually, as I say, I have transformed, I think, as a person as well. So I think that movie, as well as the work of Kafka, I think these two were the catalyst that drove me into this direction of writing. And to talk about Equations of Being and how the idea came up, there's a very interesting story behind it. We were going to Uttarakhand, actually, for a trip, and one of my friend brought this book, The Warrior of the Light, and it was written by Paulo Coelho, and it was his I think before Alchemist, I think he wrote this book, The Warrior of the Light. And I read it along the journey in the bus. And more than anything else, I think it was the format of the book that really got my attention. I mean, it was just there were these quotes written on every page, and slight explanation of those quotes. So there was no story, there was no narrative as such. It was just quotes and slight explanations of those quotes. So I think the kind of writing style I had, I think I could relate to it more than anything else. And because I'm not a storyteller myself, I don't write stories. I'm not a novelist, and I just write thought pieces. And this book, I think, gave me that, I think, that push that I can come up with a book of my own as well, if I follow my heart, and really, and converge all my energies into it. I can come up with a book of my own. So I think from there the journey began. I think it was in 2015 I read the book, and I think in 16 I started working on it gradually on the book. The title didn't came to me. I think it came later, Equations of Being. But I started writing these thought pieces, and the idea was to reflect on existence as much as I can, and to really pick different aspects of existence and then talk about it and write thought pieces on those aspects. So so gradually, I mean, different aspects. So I just kept on exploring and exploring, and it took me around 2 to 3 years to come up with this book, which has 15 chapters now. And 15 chapters corresponds to 15 aspects of existence, and those 15 aspects of existence. So for those 15 aspects of existence, I've written 10 to 15 quotes for each aspects. So the bigger purpose of this book, what I wanted to achieve, was to inspire people to communicate and to strike conversations with their near and dear ones. It's like you can read a thought piece from this book, Equations of Being, and you can strike a conversation on that thought piece with anyone you like. So that was so that is something I was trying to achieve with this book. That people, I feel that people these days don't really get inspiration to have engaging conversations with their loved ones, with their colleagues. So there's always dearth of ideas, dearth of thoughts. So I think to fill that void, I think this book can be can achieve that. Can achieve that purpose. And I think I have had the conversation with my friends as well regarding various elements of these books, of this book as well. And interesting inputs have come from their side as well. Interesting takes have come from their side as well. So when I pitched this book to to Wolf Books India, and they liked the concept, and they went ahead with it. And I congratulate them, the kind of book cover that they came up with, because I also gave them a few suggestions, but I think they exceeded my expectations as well. And the kind of book cover, as you can see, I mean, I can show it to you. I mean, this is the book cover, and I think uh, uh, the kind of inputs I gave, I think they used those inputs as well. But I think the output was something very, very intriguing and original. So I feel that both myself and Wolf Books have tried their level best to make this book as readable and as reachable as possible. So I think it's a kind of book that you can carry with you wherever you go. It is a kind of you can see it as a dictionary of existence, which you can resort to, which you can sort of open any page and use it for your reference, to read a thought, to reflect on it, and maybe discuss later with anyone you like. So I think this is something we need to build collective conscience as well. Conversation, I think conversations, honest conversations, transparent conversations are something that we need to build collective conscience. So I hope this book serves that purpose. And it is now available on Amazon for now, and we are planning to launch or put this book or distribute this book in various bookstores. For now, it is available on Amazon. And so, if you really want to spend this time at your home, reading a book which don't really have a story, which don't really have a narrative as such, but again, which can inspire you to question life, to question yourself, to question world around you, people around you. Then I think you can have a good time with this book. You can definitely have a enriching experience, as far as I am concerned. So, having said that, stay safe, and I think have patience, and these difficult times will pass away. So don't worry, and stay close to your loved ones, and cheers, have fun. Thanks a lot.